What's up, you guys? I am back reviewing wigs from Amazon. So we got our first wig that we are going to be reviewing. I'm excited for this because I am a curly hair girl. I love curly hair, big hair, voluminous hair. That's me all day, every day. So we got this Burmese curly. So I wanted to show y'all proof that it's from Amazon. So y'all see it's fresh out the pack. Have not opened it, because you know some of these girls be lying. I'm sorry, they just be lying, especially on TikTok shop. They be talking about they got it from TikTok. Girl, whole time you probably got it from AliExpress. So let's open it up. Feels pretty thick, I ain't gonna lie. I think I got a 22-inch. I'm gonna leave all the details in the caption. All right, so we got the unit, wig cap, lashes, of course. Boom. And yes, 22-inch. This is what I got. So these came with it as well. I think this is like maybe the wig tape that you put on. So let's see. Fresh out the pack. Okay. Oh, I'm so, y'all, I am excited for this wig. I need me like a everyday curly wig. It's about to get cold. I just want to throw on something and go. Don't have to worry about flat iron it, curl it, nothing. Okay. So this is how we looking. I love the ends, the coils. Love it. Smell like hair. Don't really have no foul smell. Okay, so this is the inside. I think this is supposed to be a 7x6, 5x5. I forgot, but I'm gonna give y'all the details. But I don't know, y'all. We looking good so far. The lace, not too thick, not too thin. I can definitely tell it's gonna blend when I lay it down. So, okay. Okay, it's looking good. Looking good so far. So this is a Burmese curly. It's very thick. I can tell it's going to be thick when I do my coils and I play with it, you know. We got a band to make it glueless. We have a drawstring. This is a genius idea. So now they putting drawstrings on the wig. So you see right there. Then you can just pull it, make it tight. So they got that on there. The lace. I like the lace. I don't really like my lace too thin because I want my wigs to last. So to me, this is good. So I get a lace a good 9 out of 10. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because I don't know how it's going to blend or lay down yet. But so far, it's looking so good. As far as the hairline looking a little pluck. I ain't gonna lie. It's looking a little pluck already. I'm going to have to get y'all a zoom in on another video. So I insert a clip so y'all can see, but I got to take my hair down, braid it down, wash it, all that stuff, and then we're going to install this because I'm about to have fun with this wig, baby. So stay tuned. Okay, you guys, I am back with the wig, and I'm super excited to put this on. I want to leave all the details in the caption. This is an Amazon wig that I got for under $150. So y'all definitely have to get this one. I am loving it so far. Love the coils at the bottom. So I think this is going to be, this going to be the one. This going to be the one. And if it can take color, because I'm definitely probably going to put either some highlights or I'm going to do a fall color, like a burgundy or red, something like that. We're going to see. But so excited. So stay tuned. All right, you guys, at this point, I am just pulling the wig over using a strap, and it is a pretty snug fit. So that is a plus for that. And now the next thing I'm going to do, I am going to keep the middle part, and I'm not going to glue it down. What I'm going to use is this Aussie Instant Freeze spray, which I am going to have linked in the caption. I love this spray. This is something if you want like a temporary hold for the day or 2 days. It lasts a pretty good while. So I would definitely check it out. So you can use your finger, put it on your finger and dab it into the lace. You don't need a lot because you don't want it to get too crunchy and too hard. You know, you just want to be able to pull this off with ease at the end of the day or at the end of your 2 days, however long you decide to wear it. And then, of course, you want to go ahead and grab you a band. Now, the band is key because it's going to give it that extra melt. You have to use a band. So once you put that band on there, let it sit for about 15-30 minutes. If you can do an hour, do an hour. You don't have to. It's not necessary, right? So now I'm going to get into the styling part, redefine these curls a little bit because it is a little dry and crunchy. In my water bottle, I just have water and conditioner. That's all you need. Shake it up and go ahead and spray it all over the hair. So I did use a detangling brush. With the detangling brush, make sure that you cater to those ends of this unit. I noticed once I pulled the coils out, the unit, it was kind of dry, which is normal. It's curly hair. We always have to hydrate curly hair. Think of it as your own hair that's on your head. So I'm just hydrating every single strand that's in this unit. And then to put a more natural feel to it, I'm going to go in with some wrapping lotion, any brand, it doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to add those coils back just by doing finger coils. All you're doing is putting the foam on the hair, taking your finger, wrapping around your finger and letting it go. And then boom, you got your coils back in your hair. And to me, it just makes the hair look a little bit more natural, especially when it air dries and dries out, then you'll be able to see that more natural state of this unit. I styled it. It's wet a little bit. I did finger coil some of the ends just to give it that more natural look. But I gotta say, loving the curls. I'm loving everything. I'm not gonna lie. And for this wig to only be about $120, this is the 22 inch. 22 inch. I have no complaint. With curly hair, you are going to get a little bit of shedding. So that's normal. So I really don't have any complaints about the shedding. Now, if it was giving me bald spots, then yeah. But I have not having any issues while installing. Of course, I have to do a little bit of wear and tear first. But as of now, no complaints. So now we're going to take this band off. See how this lace melted. I did not put any makeup or anything on it. I wanted to see how it would lay with just like a little bit of melt spray. And I don't like makeup because it gets cakey, so that's why I don't like to use a lot of makeup. So this is the raw and unfiltered. So it's okay, not bad, not bad. A little ashy. So what I'm gonna do, instead of using my Kiss cream foundation, I'm gonna use some eyeshadow. So some brown shades of eyeshadow to put over this so it doesn't look as ashy. And we're going to see how that looks. Okay, so I went and grabbed both of my makeup palettes. Now, this is a cream base. I normally use the cream, but what I notice is over time it starts to cake up. So I stopped using it because the lace doesn't blend over time. So this is normally what I'll use. This is by Ruby Kisses as well. But this time I'm going to try the eyeshadow. This is from the crayon case. And this is the new Rule 12 Nudes palette. Now, I don't know if her website is back up, but last time I checked, it wasn't up. But this is the different browns or the nudes, whatever you want to call it. So I am probably going to use one. We're going to try this one. See how this one looks. Because I just can't do... Oh, yeah, that looks better already. Yeah. Yep. I think I like that. Be my go-to to use a powder instead of the cream. Now, don't get me wrong. Lace is lace. You ain't going to be able to make it disappear, especially if it's a thicker lace like this. You know, it is what it is. You're going to have a little ashiness sometimes, right? And so I'm going to take a little bit of this. And then we're going to tap that on there some more.
Hello.
Okay. Put on my finger. you know, it's blending. And then I know most people, they'll put the lace band back on there. I'm not gonna do that because this is something I'm probably gonna rip off every day. You know, it's not gonna really stay glued on there, but it is giving. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I love this wig. This would be a nice everyday wig for me, so I'm loving it. Excuse my kids, but so I like this wig. The curls giving, is drying up, so I can actually see like, okay, this is how it's gonna be. I love the curls. I'm a big curly girl. Like, I just love the volume. This size, as far as the area to like part and stuff like that, I believe this is a 7x6, so 7 across and 5 going back, and this is perfect to me. And I gotta say the lace could be a little bit thinner, but it's fine. This is an everyday wig. You really don't want your lace too thin because it can start ripping over time, but I like it. Now the lace could be tinted. That would be a plus. If it was tinted, I'd give the lace a 10 out of 10. But right now, I give the lace I give it an 8 out of 10. But overall, this wig for me is I give it a 9 out of 10 for this wig. Like, you can't beat the value of it. The price was good. The length is 22 inches. But y'all gotta remember, curly hair is not straight hair. So of course, in a curly stage, it's not going to be probably the full inches that they say. I'm gonna leave the details in the caption. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. I'm gonna start doing more reviews, and most of my reviews, I'm not gonna lie, is probably going to be curly hair because I love curly hair. But I'm also gonna be doing like 613 because I love coloring hair and all that stuff. But we're gonna see. So stay tuned, like, share this, go ahead and purchase this wig, because this wig right here, loving it. And then once I do an update, I'm gonna color it, and then I'm gonna do another video. Till next time.